wasn't such a bad cook. So it's great. I mean, nobody makes better scrambled eggs than Papa, so it's fine. You know, or then, but at the same time, you know, there's also parallel parking conversation in our house, but it's okay. Like, I really think that, you know, we come from a household where cricket was such a big thing. My father-in-law was, you know, the captain of the ex-captain of the Indian cricket team, and for us, sport is so important. And, you know, in that order, when Angad was taught how to play cricket, he was taught discipline first, sportsman spirit second, skill three, you know, competition four, and cricket at number five. And so for us, when we say we want one of our kids, it'll be great to see them don, you know, whatever their dada used to do. It's just a conversation if you have in passing. It's never said that, oh, our son's going to play cricket. Not at all. Our daughter's going to play cricket, and our son's going to play cricket, or they're going to do whatever they want. We don't put them in boxes, and therefore we don't put ourselves in boxes. That's the main. I mean, not just for me, for everyone. And I really think that we need to now move beyond the conversation of equal parenting. It should just be synonymous, just be parenting. I mean, it was, and that's what we're trying to get out of as well.
Alright, so before we close the back, like I mentioned,
I'm honest. I am, I mean, I wish you'd come to me first, because now this sounds like a stalemate, but I'd have to repeat one. I was hoping this comes to me first. Alright. I'm honest, I'm blessed, I'm woman.
Dhupia. Dr. Swati.
I'm happy. I also think that we should have gone with the flawed ones in 3 words.
I think
If I were you and conducting this, I would have switched it up.
Wacom team, please make note of this.
Wacom team.
Okay, let's go there. Why don't we say one adjective that is your flow? To sleep. I sleep a lot.
I'm indecisive. Very, very, very flawed about that.
What about you?
I am sometimes obsessed with perfection.
She's reached this point of self-love that even the flaw is perfect.
Through the roof, and I love this. I love this about you. You're the epitome of self-love here. So that she's reached 10 and beyond. So that brings us
To
to
be honest, being a perfectionist is really flawed because there's nothing called as perfect.
yeah, OCD. That's what I am. So I love how confidently we've brought that to our flaws as well, and we're able to talk about them in front of the entire public. That brings us to the end of this fabulous, one-of-a-kind forum, and please give a round of applause to these wonderful ladies here. We now open the floor to questions.
I'll just come here to ask a question, but not too close so that I don't forget my question. So, my name is Abel, and I'm an education influencer with 12 million followers on YouTube now, but I was an introvert. As a kid, I was an introvert. And my blessing was that my name is Abel, so my father always told me that Abel doesn't look up to someone, people have to look up to Abel, so be that kind of person. So, but the problem is, while being an introvert, I looked up to movies, to look at the way of life, to learn the way of life. So my question is, while watching movies, I learned that there is a hero. एक hero होता है और side characters होते हैं. हर कोई hero होता है. ये movies में मैंने नहीं देखा था at that point of time. अभी trend क्या change हो रहा है? So Neha ji, question to you: is Bollywood doing enough, or has been doing enough to create individuality?
Wow, okay. Firstly, congratulations, Amal, on everything that you achieved. It's fantastic. I really think that when it comes to Indian cinema, times have changed, the narrative has changed, and what's always defined the stories we tell is society. And I think society always leads from the front, and we only take our experiences from all of you, because the audience wants to see but on screen, what they see around them. And I really think that, Indian cinema has changed in such a big way. And I'm so glad that it's steering away from, of course, that also provides entertainment, a hero, a heroine, and then everybody else is padding their love story. That's okay. We're allowed to live that dream. Nobody should take that away from us. But having said that, now when you see so many different shows on different platforms, you know that everyone's there for a reason, like in life, and everybody's excelling or is flawed, but they're trying to do their best. It depends on which narrative. So yes, over time, and I don't know how long you've been watching movies for, but I've been a part of the movies for almost 18 years now, and I've seen how the narrative on paper, in scripts, on celluloid, in OTT, everywhere has changed. And you're like, the look of your protagonist, your antagonist, everybody else is, we are us, and that's what cinema has become now. So I really think it's changed for better.
Amazing. I think we have time only for one more question from the audience.
I have a question for Ms. Neha Dhupia. Good afternoon, ma'am. It's really lovely to have you here today. Yes. Hi, ma'am. Hi.
Sorry,
My question for you is, ma'am, have you ever had any experience where Meher and Gul, I'm so sorry.
No worries, so I get that a lot. I love his name, but people have to get used to it.
They showed you some signs of self-doubt. So how did you deal with that?
I mean, if I have 2 minutes to tell you a really interesting story, I'm happy to do that. My son is 17 months old, so I have very few stories about him with self-doubt. When you put on like Diljit Dosaj and he dances to it, and then if you put on Skidamara, he dances to that also. And that's it, like, he has his own little world and experience. My daughter was 4.5, and I was, this is learning of self-doubt, which I had from her actually. She started going to school, and she started going to what we call big school, and she goes to a school where there's no school uniform. And every day, and then this was also a phase where she understood birthday parties, and every day she would dress in those big dresses and for parties, and then she realized that she has those big dresses, she doesn't need to wear uniform, and she just started dressing in character every day. So then from Meher, she changed her name to Meronisa, Elsa, Sophia, Ariel, Dhupia, Baby. So her real name is Meher Dhupia Baby, but she became this person. And one day she would dress like a unicorn, and the next day like a mermaid, and she would do it all herself. And some days extremely inspiring, and some days extremely, for a different word, creative. And then at the end of the day, her school would finish at 3 o'clock, and she would go on this thing called a red climber, where she had to climb the top of a rope. And she would love going and sitting right on top. Now the problem was that she would wear these really large dresses. I let this go on. The first day I may have fought it a little, and I was like, no man, everybody goes in tights and t-shirts to school, and you need to go like that. But then she was just like, I don't want to be like everybody. I mean, today I'd like to use that. I want to be one of a kind. I want to go in my big dresses. So I looked at her and I was like, I marvel this person who's okay to stand out in a crowd at 3.5. Every day, I think it went on from, say, first week of October till little before Christmas. Every day she would dress in character, go to school, come back, until finally one day, her big dress, and she got stuck on top of that red climber. And that's when she realized that she's just going to go back to wearing those tights and t-shirts because she wants to be comfortable. But nobody took the wind beneath her wings, where nobody clipped her wings and said, hey, you cannot dress in character. Everybody in our house is like, yes, you are one of a kind. Yes, you're going to be what you want to be. If one day you wake up and think you're a unicorn, you're going to be that unicorn. And the next day you think you're a mermaid, you're going to swim deep into those oceans. You're on your own, and we're watching you by the side. And that girl taught me a life lesson. So many times before going out on the red carpet, I'm just like, what will this person think? Ye kya bolega? Wo kya likhega mere bare mein? And that's when I realized, if I can learn from this girl who's 3.5, who's my own, who's my daughter, who teaches me and doesn't care, because that's what makes her happy, and that's what makes her an individual, why can't I do it? And that was my biggest life lesson from my own daughter. I mean, it makes me very emotional right now, but she, instead of me trying to change her, she changed me and made me more confident.
So much
And that's what life is.
We learn so much from our kids. Like
So much.
I have my then 5-year-old step out for dinner with us with 2 different shoes because she couldn't decide. She said, "Mama, I'm playing both of them, so I'll buy one of each." And she went out and she confidently wore it throughout the evening, and that gives us.
When the child is trying to dress herself up and the mother pitches in, नहीं तुमसे नहीं होगा, लाओ मैं कर देती हूँ, तुम गंदा कर दोगे, लाओ मैं खिला देती हूँ. I think that's the time we are, turning the things around.
Yeah, and then she wore the tights and t-shirt, and that's when she started doing gymnastics, so she's good with it. So no big dresses in gymnastics class for sure.
Alright, insightful. And like I said in the beginning, we have so much to take away with us. I'll hand it over to the orchid team now.
Thank you so much, ma'am. Well, I think everyone in this hall right now will go home with a 10 out of 10 for ourselves. Small line. मैं अपनी favorite हूँ. Do we now resonate? मैं अपनी favorite हूँ. मैं अपना favorite हूँ. We can all go back with this small learning. With this, we end the show. But before we learn a lesson for our own selves, we are now a little more confident. Have we empowered ourselves, audience? And we are ready to love ourselves unconditionally. We sincerely extend our vote of thanks to Ms. Neha Dhupia for sharing the parental side, for sharing the equality, for sharing the love that we need. Very sincere thanks to Ms. Shreya Gautam for being the bridge between the expertise of the experts and helping us lead ahead with our own selves. A very, very thank you to Mrs. Bharti Rakija for 10 out of 10 that we all remember now. And a very, very big thank you to Dr. Swati. Dr. Swati once has really helped us out, especially even the teachers, it's not only the parents. Conflict and resolution is something which we all are taking back. We definitely have a bag full of learnings to create a mental ambience, to find worthiness in ourselves, and we sincerely thank our principal ma'am, Mrs. Jayashree Bhake, for the event. And above all, our sincere thanks to the channel Nickelodeon for the beautiful event. Thank you so much, Nickelodeon channel. We are grateful to have the show here, which is helping us out. Before we all leave, I remember, dear audience, that embrace ourselves for God is the creator and the best creation of God is our own self. As Nickelodeon's initiative to embrace uniqueness.
Ma'am, look here, everybody look here. Done.
भाई तो बिठा के करेंगे मुंह रख देंगे
चलो भाई मेरा होता तो मैं थोड़ा पीछे करता. Yes, everybody look here.
बाइक के चक्कर में आया वहाँ से नहीं निकलना चाहिए आपको तीन ही
Wait. थोड़ा पीछे everybody look here.
ऐसे निकल कर मैं साइड में खड़ा था लोग नीचे अब तो इसीलिए आया चलो आ जाओ चलो और बात
आई थिंक जब भी कोई ऐसी एसोसिएशन हो जब आप एक्टर से ज़्यादा एक माँ होने के दर्जे में या एक पेरेंट होने के दर्जे में आके बात करते हैं, सो आई फील लाइक यू आर शेयरिंग अ लॉट ऑफ योर लाइफ एक्सपीरियंसेस. और मैं इस बात पर बहुत अहमियत देना चाहूँगी दैट आई कैन ओनली शेयर द एक्सपीरियंसेस व्हाट आई हैव विद माय ओन चिल्ड्रन. और कहीं ना कहीं अगर ये बात जो हमने आज की है सेल्फ लव की, गुड, Good, I'll start. I'll take it on from जहाँ आपने बात की है. Yeah. और जैसे आप देख रहे हैं कि आज हमने जो बात की है सेल्फ लव की, और ये जो निकलोडियन का जो इनिशिएटिव है विच इज़ वन ऑफ अ काइंड, बहुत ज़रूरी होता है अपने बच्चों को शुरुआत से बताना दैट दे ऑल आर वन ऑफ अ काइंड। उनकी हर एक बच्चे की एक अलग पर्सनैलिटी होती है। इट्स ओके टू लेट देम लिव आउट ऑफ द बॉक्स। और आजकल जो बात करते हैं और देखते हैं हम बहुत ज़्यादा जो बच्चों पे प्रेशर डाला जाता है टू टेक अवे फ्रॉम दैम। आई थिंक निकलोडियन का ये जो आज एफर्ट है टू हैव दीज कॉन्वर्सेशंस आउट इन पब्लिक, स्टार्ट थ्रू schools, send it out via the press and the media. It's a very important conversation that needs to be had.
यहाँ पे आपने ढेर सारी कन्वर्सेशन भी आपने किया ढेर सारी आपकी बातें, तो कैसा रहा ओवरऑल एक्सपीरियंस यहाँ पर स्कूल में आकर और कैसे?
आई थिंक मैं स्कूल काफ़ी जाती हूँ, तो मेरा एक्सपीरियंस जब मैं स्कूल में जाती हूँ मुझे ऐसे लगता है या मैं पिकअप या ड्रॉप के लिए जा रही हूँ, बट स्कूल से तो बहुत आना जाना है। बट टुडे आई हैव कम टू ऑर्किड्स इंटरनेशनल। ये अलग किस्म का स्कूल है। द काइंड ऑफ स्कूल दैट माय डॉटर गोज टू इज़ कम्प्लीटली डिफरेंट। और जैसे मैंने कहा, मायने क्या रखता है कि बच्चे स्कूल जाए, किस तरह के स्कूल जाए, वो अपने उनके पेरेंट्स पे डिपेंड करता है। एंड येस, बहुत सारे एक्सपर्ट्स थे, बहुत सारी कॉन्वर्सेशंस थी, एंड आई एम होपिंग कि आज जो है ऑडियंस ने सुना है और ये अपनी लाइफ में इनकॉर्पोरेट करेंगे। हम जितनी भी सेल्फ लव की बातें कर लें, जब तक आप अपनी लाइफ में, अपनी निजी ज़िंदगी में इनको इनकॉर्पोरेट नहीं करेंगे तो किसी चीज़ का फ़ायदा नहीं होता है।
एक सेकंड, बच्चों को क्या मैसेज रहेगा मैम आपकी तरफ से जो प्रेशराइज करते हैं बच्चों को कंप्लीट करने के लिए?
आई थिंक जैसे मैम ने भी आज, डॉक्टर ने भी कहा दैट मोर देन हेलीकॉप्टर पेरेंटिंग, लेट्स डू सबमरीन पेरेंटिंग, लेट्स वॉच केयरफुली व्हाट दे आर डूइंग, बट एट द सेम टाइम डोंट पुट देम अंडर प्रेशर। कितना कुछ सुनने को आता है पोस्ट कोविड, देयर बीन सो मेनी मेंटल हेल्थ इश्यूज अबाउट चिल्ड्रन ऑल्सो। और हर एक बच्चे को हमको कंपैरिजन से दूर रखना, प्रेशर से दूर रखना, उनकी एबिलिटी क्वेश्चन करना, इन सब चीज़ों से, या फिर एक बॉक्स के अंदर डाल के कहना कि नहीं तुमको ऐसा ही बनना है बिकॉज दे हैव टू लिव योर ड्रीम, इन सब चीज़ों से दूर रखना बहुत ज़रूरी होता है। बिकॉज एट द एंड ऑफ द डे यू वांट अ हेल्दी चाइल्ड, एंड द मोस्ट इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग फॉर अ हेल्दी चाइल्ड इज़ अ हेल्दी माइंड। एंड पेरेंट्स होने के ज़रिए या पेरेंट्स होने के नाते ये अपने आप को रोज़ बताना बहुत ज़रूरी है, बिकॉज इट्स वॉट यू टीच योर चाइल्ड इज़ वॉट योर चाइल्ड इज़ गोइंग टू पिक अप एंड बिकम दैट। सो इट्स द reins are entirely in your hand, and I definitely think that children should not be put under any pressure whatsoever. Thank you very much.